we want to see how that affects our yeast and how that affects fermentation. So for this to kind of work along the way it's supposed to, we all need to go into the proof box at the same time. So after you have finished mixing, if you're the first one done, just hold off. We'll all load at the same time, except the group that is using cold water, group 2. Who's in group 2? Okay, you're using cold water and you're just room proofing and fermenting, okay? Instead of going in the proof box. And then group 1, who is group 1? Okay, and Fabiola was in your group, right? When the dough has fermented for group 1, then everybody's dough will come out so that we can look at the difference. I want you then to line them up on a table, put a piece of paper with your group number and the variation in front of the bowl of dough, and then we'll all gather around and we'll look at it. And then we'll go through the punching and the 12 steps and so on. When we get to proofing, same thing applies. When the bread is ready for group 1, then everybody's is going to be ready because we're going to proof the same time, we're going to bake the same time, so you'll see a difference in bake and proof and all that. Pizza person, pizza people, you skip the proofing steps. You'll make your dough, you'll ferment, you'll divide your dough into 4 pieces. Doesn't have to be equal. Thank you. 4 pieces, and then we'll make pizza with it. And when we get there, has anybody made pizza? Anybody tossed pizza? You tossers? Some of you are tossers.
I've done it a couple times, not professionally by any means, but I never dropped it. It's worked.
Okay, you can do a toss demo. I can't toss. I can't toss, so I do a technique where I stretch over the backside of the bowl. Yeah, I've never tossed for my life. Okay. And then that's going to become a group project, assembling the pizzas. We need to get those baked off before the bread goes in because the pizza bakes at a higher temperature. And then you can snack on the pizza. Anybody bring fun stuff for the pizza? Okay, we have mozzarella cheese. There's some fresh tomatoes in there that we can use. There's probably some veggies I can turn up. And there's some marinara sauce, so they'll be just kind of plain. But that's okay. It's just a fun thing that we're going to do. So for the rest of you, when you come to the portioning part, you're going to make 1 20-ounce batard. A batard is like a fat baguette, kind of. There's a picture in the book. So it's kind of like a deflated football. Okay, so instead of long and almost even with the skinny, it's kind of short and plump, and it's called a batard. And then you'll have some dough left over. We're going to make club rolls with those. Club rolls are a rectangular roll. There's a picture in your book. There, you make them into sesame and stuff. And those will get a slash down the center. So when we get there, I'll show you the shape on that. But it's going to end up being a rectangular roll shape. So questions on what you're doing. Each group is doing something different. So I need to make sure that you're doing what you should. Okay, are we good on that? Okay, go ahead and mix. And then do your timeline. Do a timeline based on what you think real dough is going to take.